The next time you're near a fire, a campfire, a fireplace, even a single candle, watch what happens to the people around it. The conversation slows down, eyes drift toward the flames, and everyone goes quiet, staring into it, a little hypnotized like they're watching something on a screen. You've done it 100 times. You can sit and look at a fire for an hour and feel completely content doing nothing. There are videos online that are just a fireplace crackling for 10 hours and they have millions of views. Millions of people paying to watch fire, and it feels totally normal. But if you stop and think about it, it's deeply strange. Why would staring at burning wood calm you down more than almost anything else on Earth? Why does a flickering flame feel like home? The answer is that you are looking at the single oldest piece of technology your species has ever owned, and your brain has a 1 million-year-old relationship with it. To understand why you can't look away, we have to go back to the night your ancestors first tamed it. Picture the world before fire. For your earliest ancestors, the night was pure terror. When the sun went down, the world belonged to things with better eyes and sharper teeth than you. You couldn't see, you were cold, and you spent every night huddled in the dark, listening, hoping that whatever was moving out there wasn't coming for you. Darkness wasn't peaceful. Darkness was when your family died. And then, somewhere around 1 million years ago, your ancestors did something no animal had ever done. They captured fire, and they learned to keep it alive. And in that single moment, everything about being human began to change, because fire did 4 things at once, and each one was a revolution. It gave you warmth so you could survive cold nights and spread into places that were once impossible to live. It gave you light, stretching the day past sunset for the first time in history. It gave you protection because almost every predator on Earth is terrified of fire, so for the first time, the darkness was yours. And it gave you something that would rewire your entire body. Cooking. In 2009, a Harvard biologist named Richard Wrangham published a now famous idea. He argued that cooking didn't just make food tastier, it made us human. Raw food is hard to digest and gives up its energy slowly, but cooking breaks food down before you even eat it, unlocking far more calories from the same meal. And your ancestors, suddenly flooded with easy energy, could afford to do something biologically expensive. Grow a bigger brain. Think about that. Your digestive system actually shrank because cooked food needed less processing, and all that spare energy got redirected upward into the most demanding organ you have. The brain that is reading these words was, in a very real sense, paid for by fire. Wrangham argues this is why an early human, Homo erectus, appeared right around the time fire came under our control. Cooking didn't just feed your ancestors, it built you. But fire did something even bigger than reshape your body. It reshaped how humans lived. Because a fire has to be tended, it's a fixed point. It's warm, it's safe, and it draws everyone toward it. And so, for the first time, your ancestors had a reason to gather in the same spot every single night. Fire created the first home, and around that fire, in the glow, something extraordinary was born. Anthropologists who studied modern hunter-gatherer groups noticed a striking pattern. During the day, their conversations were practical. Who's doing what? Where the food is? Complaints and plans. But at night, around the fire, the talk transformed. It became stories, myths, memories of people long dead, the imaginary and the far away. Firelight didn't just keep them warm. It opened a space for imagination, for culture, for the shared stories that hold a tribe together. The campfire was the first screen your species ever gathered around. Long before television, before the phone in your pocket, there was the fire and everyone staring into it together. So your brain spent 1 million years learning a very deep lesson. When you are near a fire, you are safe. The predators are kept away. The tribe is gathered close. The night is survivable. Fire meant warmth, food, safety, and family, all in one flickering package. And a brain that spends 1 million years associating one thing with total safety does not forget it. We can actually measure this. In 2014, an anthropologist named Christopher Lynn ran an experiment. He had over 200 people watch a video of a fire, and he measured their blood pressure before and after. The result was clear. Watching the fire lowered their blood pressure by an average of 5%, and the longer they watched, the calmer they got. Even just hearing the crackle with no picture at all relaxed them. And here's the fascinating part. The effect was strongest in the most social, pro-social people. Fire wasn't just calming, it was socially calming. Your body still reads a fire as a signal that the group is together and the night is safe. So why is it hypnotic? Why can't you look away? Think about what a flame actually is. It moves constantly, but it never repeats. It's endlessly unpredictable, and yet it's completely harmless to watch. Your attention system, which evolved to lock onto movement because movement could be food or danger, gets caught by the dancing flame. But unlike a predator, the fire poses no threat, so you get all of the gentle, effortless attention holding of watching something move with none of the fear. Add the warmth on your skin and the soft crackle in your ears, 2 more signals your brain files under safe, and you get a perfect little trance. Your nervous system settles into a state it has associated with survival for 1,000,000 years. This is the safe place. You made it through another night, and that's why it works even when it makes no logical sense. You have central heating, you have electric lights, you are in absolutely no danger from the dark, and yet a candle on a table still softens the whole room. A fireplace still feels like the heart of a home. A campfire still pulls a group of people into a quiet circle, shoulders dropping, voices lowering, everyone gazing into the light. You don't need the fire to survive anymore, but the part of you that was shaped over 1,000,000 years doesn't know that, and it never will. There's another clue hidden in how children act around fire. Watch a small child near a campfire and you'll see 2 instincts fighting at once. They're pulled toward it, fascinated, reaching for the light, and they're also wary, flinching from the heat. That's not confusion. That's a finely tuned ancient program. A creature that ignored fire would burn. A creature that feared it too much could never use it. So evolution split the difference and built in both, a deep, magnetic fascination wrapped around a healthy respect. You still feel both today, the pull to lean in and watch and the little jolt when a spark pops towards you. Nobody teaches you that. You were born with it. And here's the part that should sound familiar. Remember that the fire was the first screen your ancestors gathered around. A glowing point of light in the dark that everyone stares into together, that holds your attention without effort, that makes the world outside fade away. Does that remind you of anything? The television in the living room, the phone in your hand, the glow of a laptop late at night. We didn't invent the habit of staring into a warm glow in a dark room. We inherited it. Screens hijacked a craving that fire installed 1,000,000 years ago. The difference is that the fire actually delivered what your brain was promised: safety, warmth, and the people you love gathered close. The screen gives you the glow and the trance, but often leaves out the part that mattered most. Maybe that's why a real fire still feels deeper than any screen ever could. It's the original, and some part of you knows it. So here's the full picture. 1,000,000 years ago, fire turned the terror of night into safety. It warmed you, it lit your world. It scared off the things that hunted you, and it cooked the food that grew your brain. It gathered your ancestors into the first home and lit the first stories humans ever told. Your body learned, in its deepest wiring, that fire equals warmth, safety, food, and family. And that lesson is still running inside you right now. So no, there's nothing strange about you sitting mesmerized by a campfire or paying to watch a fireplace crackle on a screen. You're not wasting your time. You're answering the oldest call your species has. When you stare into a flame and feel that quiet, wordless peace settle over you, you're feeling the exact same thing your ancestors felt 1,000,000 years ago. In the dark, when the fire caught, and for the first time, the night stopped being something to fear. If you want to dig deeper into any of this, all the research is linked down in the description.